Shalom. I want to first start off giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elder high priests, the teachers of our apostles, as well as our apostles and elder bishops at Great Millstone. And peace and blessings unto the 144,000 as well as the rest of the elect of Israel. This is the brother Abadia from the GMS Houston camp. And I have one scripture to go into real quick. So this is going to be a quick one, if the spirits say the same. And Lord willing, this is edifying and exhorting onto our spirits. And this is Galatians chapter 5 verse 25. It says, "If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit." And let's as our apostle Gabar likes to say from time to time, let's examine this scripture. Let's see. Okay. So I want to look up a couple of words in this verse. Okay, first one is going to be the word live, because the scriptures say out of the mouth of Paul, if we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. So for this word live, I'm going to let the blue letter pronounce it.
Strong's G 2198. Zao. Zao.
Okay. I'm not going to read all of them. I'm going to read some of these. So the first starts off saying to live, breathe, be among the living. What's that? That's the brothers. We pretty much, as the scriptures say, we're dead to this world. Our life is hid in Yahweh Shai. In Colossians, the 3rd chapter, right? So we really, we have to, how does the scripture say? Okay, excuse me. I mean, how the scripture worded? I mean, I believe it's Yahweh Shai said, not sure exactly where it's at, but Yahweh Shai said, they are not of the world, even as he's not of the world. Okay? So yeah, we live here in this society. We live amongst our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. We have to go to our particular jobs, right? We have to go to the grocery store and deal with, Esau's business. We have to deal with Esau's business in this society, okay? But our focus and where we really, where our life is really at, is in this truth, okay? I'm gonna read a little more. It says to enjoy real life, which is the understanding of the scriptures. That's how we have life. Because the scriptures say, he that wandered out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So with this understanding, we're brought to life. All right, through what? Through the Spirit. John 6:63. The flesh profited nothing. Right? But the Spirit, it quickeneth thee. Roughly paraphrasing part of the verse. Okay, it says to have true life and worthy of the name, active, blessed, endless in the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, to live, i.e., past life, in in the manner of the living and acting of morals, character. It says living water. I'll stop right there. You can go back to this word which is live in Galatians. Let me go back. Galatians 5 and 25. So I want to go back and read this again, and we're gonna get another word in the second or the latter part of this verse. So it says, if we live in the Spirit. So yeah, we live in the meaning we have the understanding of this truth, right? We're amongst the believers, the body, the brotherhood, all the saying the same thing, right? We go to camp, we go to class, we attend certain particular meetings, all right. We have councils, all right. We fellowship, right? And we do all those things amongst each other. That's really um, where our life is at. The engagement of this in this ministry, right? And having the understanding of this truth. So going into the second part of the verse, or the latter part of the verse, it says, let us also walk in the Spirit. And let's look up the word walk in this verse.
Strong's G 4748. Stoicheo. Stoicheo.
All right. So it says to proceed in a row as the march of a soldier. Go in order. It says metaphor. Yeah, so we're soldiers, meaning we live a solitary lifestyle for the most part. Though we may be around other people, we still have a solitary mindset, meaning we are not connected with this world. We circumcise our mind from the mindset of this world. Okay, it says metaphor to go on prosperously, to turn out well, to walk, to direct one's life, to live. Okay, so in a going into this scripture, is simply saying, we have this truth. We amongst the body. We have man. If we have this truth, we supposed to know what to do. So that's why Paul is saying, if we live in the Spirit, all right, let us also walk in the Spirit, which is how we everything about how we're we first start with our thinking, and that transition into our actions. So it's all a thing of our mindset, and that's why it says in Romans the 12th chapter, the second verse, it talks about the renewing. We're supposed to renew our mind. Let me go to it. Salakia. Godly. All right, Romans 12 and 2. It says, and be not conformed to this world. Right. And that's a thing of the mind. When your mind is caught up in this world, your actions are gonna follow to reflect your mindset. It says, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove that which is good. That ye may prove that. That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Okay? So it all starts with our mindset. That's why the scripture talks about, being born again, becoming as a newborn baby. All right? And then our actions should reflect our mindset. Let's go back to the scripture. So now that we have this truth, we going out, we're teaching, we go to class, right? We study. We still have to study outside of class. We fellowship, so forth and so on. You know, and then we have our and that's when we're around the brothers. But then when we're by ourselves, our every walk, um, not every walk, every step of our walk. Let me speak right. Every step of our walk, we got to keep the mindset um, of this truth. We got to walk in understanding. Okay, so we have to simply just live according to this truth, which is living a simple lifestyle. The way things become complicated is when we entangle ourselves in the affairs of this world, as Paul put it. Right? I'm actually, matter of fact, let's go to it. 2 Timothy. I think it's 2 Timothy 4. Not sure. Can't see. All right, because one of the definitions is said to to walk in a row and march as a soldier. I forget what the rest of it said. We'll go back to it. But I want to. It made me think of this scripture, and this also give the explanation of what that verse is talking further. Give an explanation of what that verse is talking about. So it says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier." I'm sorry, 2 Timothy 2:3. It says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah Mashiach." It says, "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life." You see? Because we're not supposed to be caught up in this world. Our mind is not supposed to be caught up in this world. If your mind is caught up in this world, you may go to camp. You may, hang around the brothers. Go to class or whatnot. But you really not there or here, should I say, in this faith of ours. And eventually, if an individual like that, if they remain caught up in this world, they're gonna fall off anyway. Okay? But if we not entangled in this world, because that's when life gets complicated. This world makes um, things complicated. When Yahweh Bashim Yahweh didn't intend for us to live a complicated lifestyle. Okay? It says that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier. And that's all I wanted. But it's letting us know if we're not supposed to be entangled in the affairs of this life, then we're supposed to be in this, our mind is supposed to be caught up in this truth. Okay? So the verse is simply saying, we have this knowledge. We're around the body, really starting from our apostles and elder bishops on down. Okay? Now we have to keep the right mindset so that we can, keep things simple and walk according to the scriptures. Or in other words, live our life when we not on the block doing the street ministry, when we not at class, when we not at councils and fellowships. Okay? We got a lot of time. We spend more time uh, away from each other, throughout the week. We see each other more so. We see each other talking about the brothers, of course, on the weekend. like a Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday, certain times throughout the week, maybe. But for the most part, brothers, we see we're in this world more than we're around the brothers. So yeah, it's easy to, look like you walking, according to the spirit when you're around brothers, but what about when we're not around each other? You know, we should still carry ourselves the same way. You know, so this is that was pretty much it. I could say a lot more on this one verse. But that's where we need to be at. Us brothers need to be walking in the understanding of these scriptures. You know, the more time, we can't bug ourselves out. You can only watch so many videos and do so much reading and studying, but it's a balance to it. The more time we keep ourselves constructively occupied in this truth, and the construct is the way of the scriptures. You know, and it's really simple. That's why Yahweh Shai said, let me bring out one last verse. I'm gonna bring this out. This is 2 Corinthians 11:2. It says, "But I fear, lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Mashiach." Okay, because our job is not a difficult job. It's just that we in this flesh, and we in this wicked ass world. That's what makes things hard, being in this flesh that's against the spirit, and this world that's against the spirit, that's against this truth. Okay, that's the hard part. But our actual duty of what our job responsibility, yeah, it's a heavy responsibility, but it's not a difficult one. Okay, so this video was done to encourage us just to stay in the mindset of these scriptures, and to let our actions reflect. So that's the moral of me doing this video. So until the next one, shalom.